Another game to review, not a great game, as you can see from the accuracies of both uh, the opponent, but also from my accuracy. So let's see what happened. D4 as usual, C6, C4, D5. This is the Slav defense. Knight in c3, knight in f6, knight in f3, bishop in g4 is the first inaccuracy of the game made by black. Here the best move is to capture that pawn. To capture that pawn, but after this I play this, and now you have to do this, and I play this, and after this I go back here. Okay, you take, I take and develop the bishop, attack the bishop, go back. Okay. Here the idea is to try to... I can trade, take, and I take. Yeah. Castle, castle. And this is the basically the Queen's Gambit accepted. However, back to the game. G4. I ignore the threat on the knight, which however is defended by the pawns, and I develop my queen, threatening to take the pawn in b7. The queen moves to c7. The best move here is to try to trade the queens with queen in b6. And here the best move was to capture the pawn, and instead I play knight in e5, attacking the bishop. Pawn in e6, bishop in nice. Here my idea is to develop the bishop in g5, capturing the knight, so that the light square bishop of black loses its defender and I can capture with my knight. Black understands the plan and play knight in d7. However, here the best move was this, because after this I can play this. No, doesn't make sense, of course, but I can play this. After this, this. Yes. Okay. Instead, here I decided to capture here, and instead the best move was to get rid of the bishop. Okay. Here I kick the bishop with my pawn in h3. The bishop moves in f5. I push the pawn to e3 to develop my bishop as well. Bishop in d6. And I basically close the game attacking the bishop. Here the best move was to trade the dark square bishop. Instead I decided to attack the queen. Black defends with pawn in e5, and here I should have retreat my bishop to g3. Yes, and instead I capture with my pawn. This is a mistake. My position now is very, very complicated. Here, black captures with the knight. The best move was attacking my queen, so that my queen has to go back. And now attack this pawn. I have to move again my queen. And he, okay. Yep, now my idea was to castle queen side and attack on the king side using those pawns. Bishop moves, I capture the knight with my bishop, the queen takes back. I didn't see this. I didn't see this one. This and this. This. What? Okay. Okay. Castle queenside. Bishop takes that pawn. I want to move away my king because I was worried about checks. Queen moves, I develop my bishop pointing towards h7, g6, and now I start the pawn storm. Pawn in f4. Here the best move was to take with the pawn. If this, so if this, I ignore, take, take, go back, take at this point, okay. Okay, and indeed here I play this knight in e4 attacking the bishop. This is a blunder because I can ignore the threat is on this. Let me see if I can use colors. The threat is on the a2 square because the queen and the bishop are pointing in that direction, but I can ignore that threat because so I can ignore the threat and take here, even if the best move was to take with the knight, because after this I can simply step aside, and after this I can block with my queen. And after the exchange I'm up a piece. And if you do this, I do this. And I'm better. Instead, here Okay, so queen in a2, king steps aside, pawn takes in e3. I take the bishop. Here the best move for white was to capture with the best move for black was to capture with the queen. Instead, he captures with the pawn. And now here the best move was to sacrifice the bishop. And after this, it's very complicated for yes, for basically it's game over. Basically it's game over. So here I decided to attack the queen. The queen gives this check. This square is covered, so this is a forced move. Take, queen blocks the check. Black moves the queen away in a5, and I can capture the pawn with check. King moves. Now my position is better. The king moves in g7, and here I saw okay, not yet. I move my rook in d7, check, and here this is the final error by black, because he moves the king in h6, but now pawn check, the king has to move or to sacrifice the queen, and with rook in h7 it's checkmate. And basically that's it. Couple of things to learn from, not this. Yeah, this was the also before there is something. Yeah. Here there is this deflection idea. There is this deflection idea that works. Okay, see you in the next one. Ciao ciao.